I knew she was going to return. The thing is with Ronda is she worked so hard for 3 years for us, you know, nonstop, doing our stuff, her stuff. And she wanted some time off. If anybody deserved time off, it was her. And we probably started talking about her coming back 4 months ago. And, you know, that's it. She had a few nagging injuries, her elbows, her knees. She went and got them scoped, cleaned out, recovered fast, felt good in the gym again, and that's it. You know, who likes to lose? Nobody does, but she's like the next level. And I think she just wanted time. You know, she had some issues. Her biggest issues, in my opinion, were with the media. She just felt like the media completely turned on her when she lost, felt attacked, and you know, she felt like these people in the media that she gave 3 years of her life cruising around giving interviews to completely turned on her when she lost. And you know, listen, you know, I've been doing this for 16 years and I've had my, you know, my moments. The media can irritate you, and you know, if you go through something traumatic like she did and losing and everything else, and you have to listen to, you know, some of the things that are being written and said, I get it. I've been saying for 3 years, GSP, no. GSP is not fighting in Toronto, no. GSP said, yeah, I'm gonna go down and do like a little mini camp and see how I feel and this and that. He's been saying this for 3 years. Right. A lot of talk and no, it's just, listen, GSP wasn't loving fighting when he was fighting all the time. This is a sport you have to, you just have, first of all, it's a young man's game, right? And you got to jump out of bed every day and just want to, you know, kick people's ass and get in the gym and want to be a world champion. And GSP hasn't had that fire in a very long time. Listen, I've been saying all day, there's a certain mentality you have to be a fighter. And George St. Pierre hasn't had that mentality in a long time. And sometimes that's not a bad thing. The guy went out on top. You know, how many athletes really go out on top? You know, go out the way you want to go out. You know, the guy made a lot of money, and when you take a 3-year, this isn't a sport you take a 3-year layoff from.
When a guy knocked you out cold, dominated you the first time, knocked you out cold, and I didn't talk about this before the fight because I didn't even want to think about these things, but the day of the fight in bed, you're alone with your thoughts. And you know, I had a lot of nerves because the last time I went up against this guy, he beat the living daylights out of me and knocked me into oblivion. I was unconscious for a very, very long time, and I didn't have my faculties for a couple of hours the first time I fought him. So that took a lot of balls, and no one else in the division is capable of doing that quite like Dan Henderson. So anyone that said that I was looking for an easy payday, they can kiss my ass. I was trying to get revenge on the toughest, most devastating loss that I went through or that anybody's ever been through in the UFC. There was some higher ranked people than him, you know, maybe complaining they didn't get the shot, but none of them could end the fight with one shot. Like we've seen Dan Henderson do that time and time again. He did it to me, he did it to Fedor, did it to Babalu, did it to Shogun. He's done it so many times, did it to Tim Boach. I mean, and this Vanderlei Silva, the list goes on and on and on. So yeah, you know, he was a tough son of a bitch. And let's not forget, this was a chance for him to have the fairy tale ending, for him to go out as world champion. So, you know, that was the best version of Dan Henderson.
We're excellent, man. I believe Mark Henry been kind of game planning for Conor for a little bit because he thought Frankie Eggert was gonna go after him. So before we even had the fight, Mark Henry already had the game plan set. Already knew what we wanted to do. Knew what Conor was strong at. Knew what he was weak at. And the good thing is he just recently fought, and you can't change much in that small amount of time. So. We got a good scouting report, a good game plan, and I just think stylistically, the matchup is my fight to win. If I go out there and do what I'm good at, I'm not gonna say it's easy because no fight is easy, and especially against a guy who has a crowd like that on his side. But I'm gonna get this job done, and I think I'm gonna get it done violently and quickly.
Johnny, angry Johnny, this is just about gay.